Hello and welcome back to another video for a Final Fantasy XIV mount in 6.3. I'm really excited about this one. So in 6.3, a brand new treasure map dungeon got added, which is the Shifting Gymnasium Aganon, which is obviously from the brand new treasure maps, the Othio Toro skin, if I've read that correctly, treasure maps, which are in Elpis, basically. And those will open a portal, and you will get to do the Shifting Gymnasium Aganon. Some of the stuff within there is brand new, including crafting mats for a new glamour, and there's also 2 mounts that you can get if you get the right items. So in this case, I've purchased this from a market board today, but as you can see, I get to show off the Phaethon horn today. It says, "Hot to the touch, this horn emits a furious sound that summons forth Phaethon," which I believe is a horse. So if you get burning horns, if we go to the Otherworld oddities on this vase here in Bradzat Han, obviously here just from the Aetheryte, you will find on here the 2 new mounts. First of all, there is the Phaethon, and there's also the Pinky identification key, which is the pink elephant. Those require exciting tonics, and you can get those inside the Shifting Gymnasium Aganon as well, but we're going to be looking at this. So that's how you would normally get it, but you can of course both market trade the burning horns and the actual mount itself. Currently the price of this is extortionate, as you'd probably imagine, so I'll show it so that you don't have to spend stupid amounts of gil early. But of course, the big encouragement is to go and do the treasure maps and to get this stuff yourself. So let's go look at this mount. Alrighty, here we are in my favorite part of the game, the Azim Steppe. Nice, open, beautiful daytime sort of thing. Very rarely rains here, but now I've said that, I'm jinxing it. So this then is what the Phaethon looks like. Let's have a look at the text and things as well. So this will be on my second page. So if you've ever got the Ixion mount before, which is obviously from the Locks, part of a fate chain, this is basically a recolor. This is the Phaethon. It says, "Summon forth fiery Phaethon, a legendary beast of Corvosi myth." Notice how we're going back to the Corvos sort of mythology here. That's kind of like a bit of a hint as to what might come in the future, I think. According to Corvosi myth, simply being near this fiery steed is akin to bathing in hot coals, and it is only through the ingenuity of alchemy that one can ride it unscathed. A nigh identical being created to draw a carriage in the heavens is said to have existed in the world unsundered, but it is uncertain what manner of connection, if any, exists between the 2 beasts. Very interesting stuff if you think about that. I suppose a lot of people are going to be reading into that lore for a while to come. The hidden text says, "Burn, burn, all is burn." A quote there of Gog Magolem. There we go. We've got a nice hoof print there as well. So this then is... Oh, I'm so excited to see what this looks like. Here we go. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. I love it. It is literally fiery Ixion. I am so happy that I picked this up. Look at that. That is so cool. Now, I'm a big lover of the Ixion model because it's just a huge, big lightning horse. But to have a big fire horse, like you've got all those like fire cracks, like Ifrit sort of cracks all over that horn there, the fiery mane that's glowing. Look at that. That is an absolutely bloody beautiful mount. We've got a fiery tail there as well. It is just a reskin, but what a bloody good looking reskin this is. Who can possibly say to me that this is lazy in any way, shape or form, which is what reskins usually get blamed for. Obviously we've got some other redesigns here, not just in coloration, but with some of the armor as well. And the eyes there. This thing's fantastic. I wouldn't even be mad if they did one for every single element, but the real like party thing for me is definitely how glowy this mane is. I bet at night time this looks amazing. We'll put some footage in now that I record in a minute of how it looks at night, and I bet you it's freaking amazing. Right, let's have a look how this moves around then in our walk mode first. Yeah, pretty much the same as Ixion. And then we've got run mode. I'm really excited to use this mount now. Look at this. And unlike Ixion that has like, you remember the glowy horn when it went into the air and the lightning came off of it? This has like a slight glow off of its horn, fiery one, but there's not the bzzz sound effect endlessly looping. So in many ways, that's quite quite a pleasant thing to not hear. I like the stripes actually on this as well. Really well detailed. But the original model was as well. I'm just fanboying massively over this. Look at that. Gorgeous. Right, the big question is, what is the mount music? Now, I'm guessing it's going to be generic mount music. I could be wrong. Let's find out now. Yeah. So it's a bit of a shame that it's generic mount music, but what music could they have even used? Honestly, I don't know. Something to do with fire? I don't know. Since there isn't like an instance or like a boss associated with this, I suppose it doesn't really make that much sense to I don't know. Oh well, it is what it is. I like this one. If it wasn't already plainly obvious, I think this is fantastic. Is it worth your time in treasure map dungeons? Oh, absolutely. I think that this will probably be one of the single most reasons that the treasure maps go up in value like tenfold. Like people will even see this video probably and go, holy moly, I need that now. It is a really good looking mount. Anyway, there's one last thing to do, and that's to obviously see it swimming. I can't get enough of making mounts swim, even though they look identical to how they do in the air. I just like to see, I don't know, I like to see them bob around underwater. Maybe it's just me. Maybe other people like that too. I have no idea. Oh dear. You'd think though, if I just plunged a fiery horse into water like that, it would just like have an eruption of steam and like crack the horse or something. You can see a lot more of that glow actually underneath here, can't you? Wow. I'm glad we came under here. It's illuminating everything, isn't it? Anyway, let me know if you've got yourself one of these yet, if you plan to, and especially a lot of you will be doing your treasure maps this weekend with your friends, probably this week. And yeah, best of luck with your drops. Have a good one. Enjoy 6.3, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.